Well, hi there, everybody. Welcome to Sofa Justice Warriors and your host, Dell, as we're going to play a little bit of Diablo today. Not sure what that was, but here we go. Let's get some audio going. And you'll excuse me if I've got a little bit of the sniffles. It's pretty damp here in Seattle, so things get a little out of hand. But last week we got a new build put together that absolutely improves everything. So we're gonna go ahead and do a couple riffs, do a couple grifts, and just try out some interesting things. You can see I got my little hand buddy there to pick up gold for me, and hopefully we can upgrade to a couple legendary pieces. Let's see here.
You won't be disappointed.
Let's take a quick look at our inventory. Oh man, we got a bunch of garbage hanging around here. Broken staff, bad. Ouroboros, interesting. We're gonna get rid of that too. Okay. I don't think this has the two worst affixes, so. Alright. You can see we cleaned out our gear. It's all pretty streamlined now. So all that remains, we just need to get some mats and do some thingies. So we'll do that in a second here. We got all our gems maxed out. Got one unspent paragon point. We'll get a little hint there. Now let's take a look at our skills. Are we doing this bone spear thing? Yeah. Yeah, the bone spear is gross now. And we have overwhelming efforts, the blood to make the bone spear cost less, final service because we're playing in hardcore. And we have our fake Z Stone of Vengeance. And Raylina's Shadow Hook, and the ring. We're getting Tragul's bonus, and we're getting Rathma's bonus at the same time. Yeah, it is a little bit of a late start croaker, but, like I said, I'm a little under the weather. Sniffles. Let's see here. Alright, so we're going to start with a tier 6. It's fine, it's just a little bit of the sniffles. Hold on 1 second for me. There, now you get to hear it too. Alright.
Are you strong enough to...
My power has grown.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, with the conduit pylon and the
Weakness consumes you.
warping thing, I basically have the speed pylon going too. Okay, time to actually kill stuff again. Yeah, the stun that's on my basic attack being the same, being able to trigger Haunt of Vaxo remains the greatest thing. I kind of feel bad that the only thing I have that can really deal with tier 6 stuff is that spear. But at the same time, like, because it's like, oh, could it run out or could the gimmick not work on a particular Rift boss and I get screwed? But at the same time, like, it does what it says on the tin. Well, the biggest thing is I just,
All must serve.
I don't really have the
cycle.
toughness to hang at tier 6 that I would like, I think.
That's quite an enemy over there. We are in for a fight.
But yeah, so clicking on demons is the thing we're doing today. Nothing here. Okay. Oh, we'll go.
This world can abide you no longer.
But yeah, really it comes down to, I don't know.
The grave beckons.
Yeah, I mean, my skeletons eventually get stuff done.
The grave beckons.
Oh no!
Decay and rot.
So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like that poison build that I had last week, or do you like this one more? I'm going to go ahead and rebuild that poison setup that I had. Just had all the synergy. Or just powered up, you'd have a cycle of... And it felt more interesting than this, because this is just, you know,
This world can abide
hang out,
you
throw
no
spears,
longer.
you know, you're done. This is basically right mouse button, the build. Which, you know, works. Not saying it doesn't, you can see them hanging easily in tier 6, but... I just feel like there's more it could be doing. Oh, I forgot about my hexes. Yeah.
Your death nears.
Ah, that one skeleton was just fucking me up health-wise. I don't understand why certain enemies just have massive, massive hit point pools. It's basically the web spitter spiders and the fallen curs both have just absurd hit point pools compared to, you know, what they should be able
This
to
world
do.
can abide you no longer. No.
There we go. Yeah, which one am I more likely to die playing? Probably the poison one, because this thing is dead
grave
simple and
beckons.
unable to screw up, but...
What is that? I'll have to pay attention.
Oh, Lyndon.
The Rift Guardian has
Oh,
arrived.
goody.
Not enough essence. I'm afraid not.
Ooh, I got some shoulders. Amber Wing.
I need to go back.
Oh, the fallen dudes, you mean the screaming guys? Oh, I have two different six-piece,
Fate smiles on you today.
it's Serac, Erikirs. Weak. Alright. And a broken crown. Garbo. Oh, it's a full Leorix. Regular Leorix and Erikirs. Alright. So let's put the Erikirs over here. What is... Did I never ID this? Yeah, I have a Witch Doctor alt. Well, it's got a socket. Actually, that's not a bad sword. It's a pretty good sword. It's generic, but it's not a bad sword. Okay. Yeah, those are the Witch Doctor shoulders. Smelt, repair. Oh yeah, and crush that. Okay, so that's my Tragul's T6 farming. And then I actually have 4 pieces of Inarius, but I don't like it. Yeah, Pestilence. That's the thing I've been using that I really liked. No. Nair's Black Descent. That's the build definer. Now, go Power Shift. Bone Spear becomes Blighted Marrow. And Skeletons Kill Command. Frailty stays Frailty. And Power. Ricochet. Don't need overwhelming. Yes. Alright, no. You need blood for blood to be something good. Except I think I have spreading malediction on... Oh, I'm not using it. Okay. Well, I mean, if you can't get the game to cough up the last piece of the Pestilence set, could you also just reforge into... hang on. Could you also just reforge a different piece of Pestilence? Like if it keeps giving you Pestilence shoulders over and over and over, you could just reforge the shoulders over and over? Alright, so I have the generic 4-piece Tragul's bonus and the Rathmas 4-piece bonus. Oh, I should have Army of the Dead, not Corpse Lance, right? I mean, that just feels terrible. And we'll go ahead and go back to Bone Spear. Alright. So we have a bunch... I don't know that I need Frailty anymore. Damage by 30%, heal the attacker. Go with Volatile Death to get a little more damage going. And then get Malediction. No. I mean, I have... Feels like I have a spare... spare passive slot.
I was caught stealing once. Once.
See, I don't consume corpses for anything, so... Alright. Whoa. Sorry, Squirt. Give me that essence. Okie dokie. Let's run regular Rift and see if this piece set works together. Okay. So here's the build we're working.
Enemies of the Nephilim surround.
Oh, this is way worse.
That is not possible.
I think this is way worse.
The night embraces you.
Yeah, this build is not as good. It doesn't just kill things the way the other builds do. Yeah. Build is bad. Does not work.
I am returning to town.
So, alright. We'll go back to the first one. No. Whip. Oh.
Hey lady, I got some new things.
You're getting too good at this.
All right. That's more like it.
This world can abide you no longer. My power has grown.
That's more like it. That's what feels good. Reminder that there are dozens of other, you know, action RPGs. And Diablo is still one of the top 5 best-selling games of all time. Just, you know, just on being the absolute best. So nobody makes demons explode by clicking on them better than Diablo ever has.
That's quite an enemy over there. We are in for a fight.
Look at that. 2 shots. And I think that's pretty much how you're able to speed farm.
Your death nears.
I mean, how do we feel about instead of deals 15% more damage from your minions, the explode one, since I have it sucking them together, so if one of them dies, the rest all get exploded as well? That's something to consider trying?
Do not fear the end.
I mean, here's the thing about Path of Exile, because I know that's the other big one, is Path of Exile is boring and brown and is not... It doesn't feel good. It keeps item Tetris, which is a super annoying old design decision that really should have gone away. It's just unenjoyable compared to Diablo, I think. And I know
Do not fear the end. This world can abide you no longer.
and that was a good conduit run. Yeah, those little guys do have a lot of health, you know, compared to how important they are.
This world can abide you no longer.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a cheat death, and you just kind of have to have it for higher torment levels. That was my favorite game of the year in, like, 2014, Rogue Legacy.
No.
Doing? Give me that death's breath. Yeah, I mean, I can understand why they only have one gender per class for, that's the way I came. It's for voice acting and, you know, character design and armor design concerns. But, you know, it's obviously not great. Alright, let's see if I can... I gotta walk all the way around. Weak.
Weakness consumes you.
There we go. Well, this is getting a little out of control.
Do not fear the end.
We're gonna back up a little bit here. Force everyone else to come through. What is still alive? Ah, fallen cur.
A good shot! That opponent there must have wonderful treasure.
That was interesting. Avenger's a hell of an affix for a monster to have. Alright. Now, like you said, it's a budget issue, but one they did to themselves.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Oh, hello, Mr. Rift Guardian. I mean you no harm.
That is not possible. I am returning to town.
I think a lot of people are coming around on free to play with microtransactions or whatever. Like, just, I think a lot more people just want a game that they bought for money to exist and be all the things a game's supposed to be, so you don't have to dick around with all that garbage. There's Black Death. Put that over there. It needs to get cubed. All right. What are my crafting mats looking like? Not doing super on the DBs. All right. One of the nice things, if you look on items, the little diamond next to the legendary's power is filled in if you have that power extracted, and it is empty if you do not. So you'll see it's empty right now. It says Bone Spear does 40% at blah blah blah. Once we transmute it, boom. I need a Scythe of the Circle. We'll do that.
If that's
Whoop. Moribund gauntlets. I'll need those eventually. I don't know why. I just have this thing where I want everything in the cube. Even though it doesn't matter because I never play non-seasonal. Attacking with bone spikes. Alright. There we go. So let's see what pestilence pieces I have. So shoulders is a thing I could gamble.
Tyrael, it's been interesting for me to see all of you.
Anything could happen. What a steal. See you soon.
Oh, is that Vile Ward? Death Watch. Death Watch mantle. I want Vile Ward just for the transmog. How messed up is that?
I cannot afford that.
Yeah, I had that revelation that my non-seasonal stash is going to have every set in full Ancients too. Oh no, because I've gotten plenty of Barb-specific gear on this Necromancer. So... she absolutely will, I promise you that. Do. Bone Spirit damage. I don't even... what is Bone Spirit?
You should take a look.
Bone Spirit. Ugh. Alright, yeah, let's just roll that to literally anything else. I don't use Bone Spirit. 500 armor sounds fair. Everything else that's like completely useless. Several million blood shards. Kind of impressive. Alright. We're going to do a level 29 rift, which is higher than we've ever gone before. Here we go.
Prove yourself.
That opponent there must have wonderful treasure.
Oh my god. Right out of the gate with this fucking shit. Like champ pack on top of elite pack on top of teleporting DPS guys, the warping horrors. Oh, and Lacunais! My favorite enemies.
All must serve the cycle.
Where are all these enemies coming
Decay
from?
and rot.
Oh, thank God, Arcane Enchanted is an epic. I remember when Arcane Enchanted and Jailer insta-giving you was such a problem that Countess Julia's cameo was literally required. I want to say that was around Season 3, when it was just like, It was you need Countess Julia's cameo or you die.
Decay and rot.
Because the jailer affix just did such absurd damage at high grips.
My master would take pride in this.
Yeah, I mean, I think I do want to try out the Explode rune, because I feel like the extra 15% damage from minions isn't as important. Yeah, but when you say you died in Season 4 to jail one-shotting demon hunters, you don't play hardcore, so that's not the same. Alright.
I can't believe you did that.
Yeah,
Do not fear the end.
still feels good.
My essence is too low.
Oh, wow. My essence is too low? That's a new one. All right. Of course, that was back when you needed Grift trial keystones, and you had to do trial stones before you could get into the Grifts proper. God, what a shit show everything before now was in Diablo. Like, just how did we ever do it? Compared to, like, what we have now, where it's actually a fun game I enjoy playing. Like, I had 200 hours of Witch Doctor before that.
This world can abide you no longer.
Please kill those things before they kill me. I mean us.
This world can abide you no longer.
I guess my question is, I see people who have like 700 Paragon in seasons right now after like a month. And I'm like, how much Diablo are you playing really? Like, I play Diablo a little bit. I mean, a fair bit, actually. You know, I'll have a weekend where I just gorge on it, and I'm playing maybe 10 hours in 3 days. But these people, they just must be online and rifting 24/7 to get that high. I guess I just
The
don't...
Rift Guardian is here.
Oh boy. Hey, Butch. Good job, asshole. You stunned yourself.
You have tried.
Woo! I mean, I guess there's just so many knock-on effects of continuing. Yeah,
My name is.
but how do you finish those higher level grifts? Alright. Oh, come on.
I need to go back.
A Duncraigs, and a Band of Whispers, and a fucking Leorix.
Well done.
Yeah, but somebody in that group has to be able to carry, right? In a 4-man group? Inarius's understanding. Ooh. I could do the 6-piece Inarius set now. Those are maybe the worst rolled gauntlets I've ever seen, though. That is not a bad Blackthorns. That is not a bad Blackthorns at all. Socket, crit, attack speed, int. You throw a Z's in there. Or a Z Stone of Vengeance. In something. Right? There it is. Hang on. And now that is a hell of an amulet. Yeah, 10 crit chance, attack speed, better int. The only thing is the Haunt of Vaxo has that 19% physical, and all my skills are physical. So it just is great. It's a secret 20% damage buff that doesn't show up in doesn't show up on the DPS line. It's not a terrible Band of Whispers, but yeah, it is. So you go there. Witch Doctor actually has a surprising amount of physical damage stuff. You go there. This is kind of my ally weapon thing area. And another damn Leorix. That's actually a dope SOJ. It just needs a socket. Do they? Do people really end up rolling off main stat on amulets for elemental damage? I guess elemental builds are the thing. You know, there's a bunch of build defining. Yeah. Pushing for leader. What am I doing? I'm just wandering right now. Here, give me Death's Breaths. Or, Forgotten Souls. Thank you.
Hello there.
So, okay, what's the piece I don't have then? I'm just going to try and gamble it. Head, feet, legs, torso, hands, shoulders.
You look like you could use a new item of, indeterminate.
Well,
Isn't
I cannot
that
afford
nice?
that.
Who's that? Razeth's Volition. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. That's right. I forgot about Dulcer's thing. But again, that requires you to have several gems and several high level gems plus, Royal Imperial cube gems to feed to it plus, it's a mess.
Done.
I wish you luck, hero.
But I guess all that stuff only takes time versus anything
I'm
else.
afraid not. All must serve the cycle. All must serve the cycle.
Also, Blackthorns isn't the worst set bonus ever. Kind of like Babby's first high-level Bane of the Powerful Keystone, or Riftstone. Is leveling gems easier, though? I mean, if you get an early vault so that you have no more gold problems ever, then yeah.
Your death
But
nears.
just, you have to run so many grifts to get enough grifts, and then you gotta challenge yourself in the grifts. You can't just go on automatic the way I do.
All must serve the cycle.
This is, I got my first primal ever, and it was multiple levels of unusable garbage. The helmet with main stat, all res, a socket, and LPS. It's also the one piece of that set that literally nobody equips. Don't you have to do a level 70 grift solo before primals can even unlock?
Do not fear the end.
Yeah, this is pretty great. Channeling Pylon for Pylon of the Year 2017.
Weakness consumes you.
Man, I gotta start playing softcore again, because you guys got it on lock with the, you know, getting to have fun playing the game and not freaking out constantly about dying. You guys got it, man. You got it figured out.
The night embraces you.
But now that you have one piece of primal gear, isn't it unlocked now? And primal gear can just drop?
The grave beckons. Your death nears.
Love to stand in garbage while enemies are around me.
What is that? I'll
Is
have
this
to pay
a
attention.
double elite champ pack combo? Jesus.
Not enough essence. Weakness consumes you.
Alright, this is getting kind of silly. Alright, is that everybody? I feel like there was a legendary mace drop down here somewhere. I hate winged assassins and Lacunae warriors so much.
Your death nears.
Basically, anything with invincibility frames is the worst.
Decay and rot.
Sure the drop rate is 1/10 of normal ancients, which is 1/10 of normal legendaries, but at the same time, like,
Do not fear
your
the
drop
end.
rates are so high from being in a level 70 grift. Like, am I wrong? Are they not just absurd?
You will make a fine corpse.
Okay. Yeah, the leaderboards in hardcore are only in the 90s versus 111 in softcore.
You will make a fine corpse. Your death nears.
Nice! All right.
The Rift Guardian is here.
It's Diablo!
Not enough essence.
Don't stand in the garbage. Booyah.
I need to go back.
I mean, reforge them in the cube. Oh. Yeah.
A thought.
I save stuff that has funny names.
Let's see what happens, shall we?
I thought when you reforged a legendary, it Yeah, because it's... Whoops. I guess it can be... It can be... What is it? Ah. But you have to re-roll a legendary 5 of each plus 50 forgotten souls every single time, and you're gonna do that. Sorry, you're gonna do that how many times trying to get the 1/10 drop of the 1% that's ancient? That's crazy pants. I guess you only need to get it to hit once for a primal piece that you will use forever. But, you know. Mm. Alright. Let's see if I can do Torment 7. Actually, let's see. 9 now. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Just chill out. And we will be back. There we go. Alright, now we'll be right back. And we're back. We're gonna go up one torment level. Gonna go torment 7. Start the game. All right. Go. There we go. Okay. Oh, I don't have Caverns of Arene, so we're gonna do Act 1 bounties real quick.
A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
God, I don't even have to kill any of these things. It's just so much fun. Alright. That's enough of that.
Do not fear the end.
I'll reform. I swear I'll never... Oh, I'm alive.
Huh. I need a unity. But well, I think I just went in a circle.
Your death nears.
There we go. Yeah, I went in a circle. That was dumb. Alright, let's just run past everything. Nope, we're gonna kill everything because it's more fun.
All must serve the cycle.
And who knows? They could drop Legos. You don't know.
My insight grows.
What? Oh, hello, Elite Pack.
Your death nears.
Oh, I don't have Haunt of Vaxo on. That's why I'm not getting my Haunt of Vaxo clones. Man, I can't actually kill stuff at tier 7. Maybe not. Alright.
I need to go back.
Oh, fuck you. Alright. I got my first Volcathos Solemn Vow out of a random breakable rock. That is legit. So what is my ring right now? Oh, it's I can't come off this because I'm getting the 4-piece set from 2 different sets right now. Although, man,
Please don't take that scoundrel Linden. Anything but that.
you know what? Let's mess around with the Witch Doctor. I have 5 pieces for Tragghouls. Just the 6-piece Tragghouls is not good enough. I don't think. Wow, it's a bad mace. That is a bad mace. I mean, the Nutcracker was never going to be good, but that is exceptionally bad. And it's got a socket, and it's bad.
Fate smiles on
Shoulders.
you. Don't forget,
I cannot
luck
afford that.
always changes.
Another Deathwatch mantle. Yeah. Yeah, I think most of these guys are just bad. Like, here's my barb. In non-seasonal. I think he's naked right now. I don't have any gear on him. See here. Yeah, I mean, I could turn some of these into thing. Extra. Man, that's a good sword for an ally. Buzz rings. Okay. Yeah. This is bad. Bad, bad, bad. I have 71 Greater Rift Keystones. Look at this. Puzzle rings, Stone of Jordans, Bardishes, Ancestors' Graces, couple gifts. Like, this is silly. Just having all this around that I'm never going to use. I kind of just want season to end, and then I'm just going to smelt or take care of all of this and not have it anymore. You know? Well, what happens with having so many copies of the legendary gems is you'll get one and you'll equip it, and then you'll do a greater rift on another character, and that gem isn't equipped, and that's how that goes. So yeah. All right. Cool. Well, that's my barb. Let's go back to Zeeb's. Do some damage there. God, and he needs some attire. 'Cause his clothes and you throw them back on the ground? What? You throw them on the ground? Broker, you can't throw stuff on the ground. They're important. Ah. All right. So we need to up our gear. Those are ugly. We're just gonna... I usually make shoulders invisible. Shard of Hate is ugly. Oh, those are neat. What is the shoulder situation? There we go. Kind of want to go all foresters here. I just want simple stuff, you know? I don't want a billion things hanging off me and giant spikes. This isn't Warhammer. Ugh. Gross looking. Alright, I think I'm just going to do sort of this green look here. Then we'll just get some simple boots going. Turn them green. Then we'll just get a good-looking frog. And we just need a sword that glows green, and we're good to go. So where's a sword that glows green? There we are. Is there a better green glowing sword? Monium is red. Gift is white. Hellbiter bleed. There we go. Now we got a good-looking mix. Our Templar got. Follower can't die. Yeesh. Let's forge some jewelry. Okay, so here's the setup. Rain of Toads has the highest proc rate on generating more fetishes using fetish sycophants, so we have to use that as our basic. Wave of Mutilation has a stun that auto triggers. Grasp of the Dead, I have 2 runes. One removes the mana cost, the other removes the cooldown, and they're both active, so I can just spam it. Locust Swarm is our big damage dealer with our weapon. Raven Justice helps with the cooldown on Wave of Mutilation and also keeps our life and mana topped off. We have to have that passive, and then because we only really have one spender, which is the Locust Swarm, and everything else is a passive, Pierce the Veil is just a flat 20% damage boost with almost no drawback. So let's do a Tier 1 Nephilim Rift real quick.
Enemies of...
Oh, good. I like the rifts that don't have enemies. Okay, you see how that Wave of Mutilation that has an 8-second cooldown just gets so much better. And you just let your minions do their thing.
Holy, do you see that enemy over there?
Big thing is this build
Could we find more like that?
just doesn't have any it doesn't have any problem with elites or trash mobs. Its big thing is bosses. It's just terrible against them because once you apply a couple cooldowns, that's pretty much it, and you just sort of hang out.
My curse upon you.
Bravo.
I do not have enough mana.
I'll tell you what. I'll do. What am I on? Bane of the Trapped. Forcer. Oh man, I gotta level these gems.
Need more time.
Oh, this is odious. What is my move speed? Kills. Adventure. Movement speed. Ah. 12 should be 13. There we go. So, let's see here. That's better. That's more like it. What I really need is Krelm's bracers.
The spirits aid me.
Krelm's belt. Krelm's belt is what I need.
The spirits aid me.
I don't need this helm. I'm sure there's a better one available to me, even if it's just like Mempo for the extra damage. The weird thing is I don't want attack speed. I do not want attack speed at all, because I have a weapon that keys off how much damage it does, not how fast it attacks, and the ticks don't matter. The ticks are just 1 per second. So attack speed is actually bad for me. What I really need is crit chance. That is my #1 thing I need.
Your evil undoes you.
So a Mempo might not be exactly what I want.
You die.
Oh yeah, I forgot about my 1.
You die.
Yeah, the Visage of Gia doesn't mean anything when I don't have my fetishes don't die anymore. Alright. Where are we going? Where are we going? I think we're going uphill. It makes sense to me.
The Rift Guardian has found.
Yeah, stacking,
I need to go back.
being able to stack those Grasp of the Deads is kind of gross, especially when it's got a chill on it.
Blood runs true within you.
Alright, let's identify this real quick. Alright, yeah. What do we have for helms? Zunis would be cool, because that gets me my 4-piece Zuni set if I want it, right? We have 3 Augilds. Why do we have 3 Augilds pieces? Oh, because we were using the ring. Alright, be here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna swap the visage for that, which lets us get the 4-piece set naturally. Which means... Oh, I have the ring. Okay. Is there any other thing? Yeah. Alright. So, let's grab this. Let's upgrade some gems. That is just great upgrading. Yeah. We like that better. Do anything now. A better gem we can throw in our sword. And other than that, we can turn those in. Turn those into, thanks to work, we're going to turn them into
New goods. I can't believe what people throw away.
topazes. We have 2 worth of them. Boop, boop. Transmute. Accept. Boop, boop. Transmute. Accept. One Imperial Diamond, because we can. Imperial Topaz, because we can. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 2 of those. Booyah! One, 4. There we go. Alright, and if we can get one more piece of Zunies, and we get our 6-piece Zuni set, and we're actually in good shape. Put these back where they go. And we're gonna smelt all this garbage. Alright, yeah. Let's take a look at our gems real quick. We got a 5, a 4, and a 3. I don't like Enforcer. So, we can do level 12. We can do level 15. Which is what? Torment 2? I think we can do.
Are you ready? Then you're...
I don't like the look of that.
Needs more time.
I mean, I just don't know. Where's...
The truth burns you.
Where's a better place to get damage from?
I strike at your heart. Your evil undoes you.
So yeah, we just kind of let everything do its job. Kind of want that additional piece of Zunis for the 6-piece bonus, and good to go. At that point, we can bring the guard back. We don't need the ring.
The truth bans you.
I mean, we're still going to use it. I guess the problem I have is that Grasp of the Dead is so underwhelming, and it's the first secondary you get. Pre-level 10 Witch Doctors are very strange and bad, and it's real good that you go right by them.
I strike at your heart. Not ready yet.
Doing. Go this way. Going so slow.
Need more mana.
Handling pylon. There we go. The other thing is, what I really need is some way to, like, force everybody in.
My strike is true.
Like, the same spot. Well, I mean, you're past level 10 in a matter of moments. But when you're still on those first powers, Witch Doctors are unconscionably bad. They might have the very worst early game out there. Fire bats are
I
good.
strike at your heart.
What is happening? I'm out of control.
Need more time.
Alright. Who's alive right now? I might have to switch from frogs to snake to the face. And because you're first to 70, that means you're the one who has to power level everyone. You know how that goes.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Yeah, look at that. That's just from Grasp of the Dead. Bane of the Powerful. Just what I always wanted. Where are you, Urshi? I have to climb a fucking ladder to get to you? Garbage. Come here, Urshi. Alright.
When the you have a gem.
Well, what do you think it does? It's a snake to the face. Alright. We're basically just gonna do this. Because 20% increased damage all the time is just the best. Alright.
I need to go back.
Yeah, that is rude of Urshi. Croker, you're absolutely right. Alright, so basically,
Well,
the way to level gems, as I understand it, is you go up two at a time, staying 10 above where your gems are, and that way you always have a 100% chance, and you can level 5 per run. And there's no real point in going even higher. I think I'm going to swap out Enforcer for Bane of the Powerful for now. Because Enforcer is 16% damage to my pets versus 20% damage to everything for 35 seconds after killing an elite. You know, I mean, I'm sure there are builds that value Enforcer more. I feel like Bane of the Trapped is good. I am going to switch to Snake to the Face. Snake to the face! Because I need that stun. Trigger Haunt of Vaxo. Because I noticed it never triggered. I do have it as my passive, yeah. Taskers. I don't need the Thing of the Deep, I just don't have a better thing to use. You know, Paul Man's is kind of meh. Thing of the Deep is the only thing really on here to use. So, go with the stash, toss that in there. And
have you spoken to
our
Auric?
gems look pretty.
Not yet.
Range like
What
that.
does one say
So
to
we
an
happy
ancient
with that.
Nephilim ghost?
I suppose you start with hello.
What do we not have Zunies on? Chest, looks like. We have a better amulet? No. That's not an amulet. What's a physical? Yeah, I'm not on any physical except the... Doesn't have a socket. I really should just smelt anything that doesn't have a socket. Socket. Alright. So we gotta go up to 17 now. Power it.
I wish you luck, hero.
There we go. We already triggered Haunt of Vaxo, so we're getting value. Yeah, look at that. That's just a gross amount coming out. All that, and now Conduit.
Your evil undoes you.
A mighty adversary is before us.
Oh, shielding. Yeah, things aren't as evaporating as fast as they were. But we're gonna upgrade a sword in a minute here. See if we can't get like a Starmental Kukri or Renho would be amazing, because then we can use the Confused Frogs for everything. We'll just drop those down there. Yeah, I mean, as long as I don't forget about the,
They should have run when they had the chance.
As long as I don't forget about Grasp of the Dead, it's a really powerful rune. I just never used it in the past, so...
You are evil.
But yeah, it's super gross. Look at this. That's...
You die.
Wow, Waller Mortar is kind of a hilarious affix combo. Stay close to me! I will shoot far away. Actually, you know what I should have on here is Envious Blade,
Not ready yet.
because if you crit with the cloud, with the locust swarm, it crits for the entire time it's ticking down. So it ends up being
My curse upon you.
a 30, 130 or 300% more damage forever.
The truth burns you.
Yeah, no cooldown, no mana cost on this Grasp of the Dead is something pretty interesting.
The Rift Guardian is
Hello,
here.
Rift Guardian. Okay, yeah. So I'm doing okay with Rift Guardians. There's a Z stone because the other Z stone is on somebody. I do have a gem, actually. So what we're gonna do... upgrade that, and then we go 1, 2, 3, and we can level that up. I don't know.
I need to go back.
What is that? Is that a new ring?
Excellent.
Look at that. My friend's 70. Both of them. What is this ring? Oh. A Creed's. Just the worst. Now that is a damn fine mace. That is almost a perfect int roll. Damage, socket. That's a great mace. It's not good enough. For a long time, I had my Cormac running with an ancient nail biter that was just beautiful. It was perfectly rolled, 10% damage. It was the best nail biter ever. I know it's Cormac and his damage doesn't matter, but it was nice. Oh, what is this razor strop? That primal dough. Look at that. That is sexy. And pickup radius, yeah. That strap. All right. So I guess let's go to level 19.
Are you strong enough to survive the trials?
I will tell you straight up that ice climbers are my favorite piece of gear because I hate the spiders that much.
The spirits aid me.
Meet your fate! There,
A
I
worthy
do not
foe.
have enough mana. My curse upon you.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, you just go through the cycle. Do they? I don't know anything about barbarians. Best thing about Shield Pylon is that it lets you walk through spider mess. Oh my god, no!
Needs more time.
No! I'm wasting everything!
The truth burns you. You die.
Yeah, basically you just keep throwing Grasp of the Dead under elites until they are dead. They have been grasped. Hugs! Hugs.
Your evil undoes you.
Yeah, that's completely crazy.
They'll stronger within you.
I mean, I guess the argument is you should be doing the highest grift level you can always. But, you know, I think this is just faster for what you're getting, because I don't think the loot drops are significantly different until you get much higher.
My curse upon you.
Hey, it's your favorite enemy, the ghosts that hang out past where any attacks can hit them and auto hit with no ability to dodge. Aren't those the best enemies?
The Rift Guardian has found.
Oh, good. Perdition.
Nephilim, you have triumphed. You have a gem?
There we go.
I am returning to town.
Tether ghosts!
The blood.
Alright. See if these gloves are any better. It might be. I doubt it. They are way not. Way not. They're almost identical, except worse in every way. Yeah. Those are bad gloves. Okay, we can actually upgrade another gem. So we're gonna do that. It is to get to 9 of a non-topaz gem, and then you can use wort to turn it into a topaz, which we have now done. Oh.
Hey, mister. I got some new things. You should take a look.
That's topaz. We'll run over here. Turn that into 3. That into 1. You're getting closer. All right. Have a wonderful night, Croaker. And I think probably with that, we'll go ahead and end the stream in general. I think we had a pretty good run tonight, and I appreciate you for stopping in, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget, I am now also streaming on ANR Lizzie. That is my personal channel that I am streaming. I'm doing Resident Evil 7, a full playthrough, my first time, and I wish you luck. All right, have a great night.